Welcome to Raider Talks. I am your host, Art Navarrete, here alongside Nick Ibarra. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below for Raider content all season long. We just got finished doing our game preview, which will be in the link in the description. But now we want to talk about how important this football game is. How important this football game is for this Raiders franchise. This is a game that might be the biggest game in Las Vegas Raiders history. Not the Oakland Raiders, not the Los Angeles Raiders, but the Las Vegas Raiders. This can turn everything around, or this can show that the Raiders are the same team they've been for the past 20 years, which at the end of the day is a losing football team. But can Antonio Pierce rally these guys, and can this Raider team be for real? If they win this week, they beat the Dolphins, they're for real. They're really playoff contenders, and they're a team that can contend for the Super Bowl. If they get their butts whooped, it's the same old Raiders. It don't matter what coach we have. This team is just in shambles. So this is such a big game for the Las Vegas Raiders.
This game's huge. And I was thinking about it, and, before everything, when AP came on board and as a head coach, we looked at it and said, hey, we got to sweep New York. Which we did, 2-0, and then we got to split. We got to split with the Dolphins and Chiefs going into this bye. Now the week of, we just did the game preview and everything. This is huge. This is really huge. Everyone's counting us out. Everyone's saying that burst of energy is getting ready to run down. But this is huge. We have an interim head coach, interim GM. We don't know what we have in AOC. I mean, we've seen 3 games, but that's about it. You go out, you silence all these critics and win this ball game, then you don't got to worry about a head coach or a quarterback or a GM or anything. And it carries forward for the rest of the season. This is huge. We go and beat the number 1 offense in the league. It says something.
Yeah, like he said, we were looking at 2 New York games, got to win those, split the Dolphin-Chief game. But now that we're at this Dolphin game, and to look where we're at in the playoff standings, which is right in the mix, the Raiders have the chance to win now.
Yes.
And that's what the Raider fans want. That's what Mark Davis wants. And Antonio Pierce is a guy who wants the job next year. And, Raider fans want him to get the job. But if he can't get the job done, especially with the Raiders in a situation where they can make the playoffs, then it's going to be hard to decide a coach because, he didn't get it done. He had an opportunity. He was 5-5 with 7 games left to play.
Yeah.
So this is such a huge game for the franchise, and I think Antonio Pierce is the type of guy we need. But can he get the job done, Nick? Can he get the job done on Sunday? And I think he can.
I hope so too. And and you look around the league, everybody's bunched up. From the 3 seed to I think the 9th or 10th seed, they're divided by 1.5, 2 games. That's it. We just saw Joe Burrow out for the season today. Deshaun Watson's out for the season. Some of these teams are without a quarterback. Some of these teams are hurting. And here comes the Raiders. We're getting healthy. We're on a run. We're 2-0. Yes, it's against the New York teams, but hey, we are 2-0. You get a big win against Miami, and then I'm not looking ahead, but then you got the Chief game, then you got the bye, rest up, get even more healthy. Then you're on a sprint. This is going to be a sprint for 9, maybe 9 wins, definitely 10 wins, maybe get you in the playoffs. It's going to be fun to see. And like I said, we got to keep this run going because I don't think it's going to stop.
Yeah, with that Bengal loss on Thursday Night Football, the Raiders are at the 9 spot. They went up 2 spots and didn't even play a football game. And now we got the Dolphins. We got an opportunity here. We got a golden opportunity here to make something special happen, especially with the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. At least give the Raiders a chance to make that tournament.
Yeah.
But such a big opportunity the Raiders have, and they got to take advantage of it. Because the Raiders the past 20 years, when they have big opportunities, they don't take advantage of them. They just don't do it. Can everything change? Can this new coaching staff, this new general manager, this new, Raider way, can they change this thing?
You're right.
Can they do it?
We got to take.
We will see.
We got to take advantage of big opportunities. Today I saw some highlights from 2020. The year before that, the last year in Oakland. Some of these records at one point were 6-3, 6 and and then you see, and we play the Jets, or you play the Falcons and stuff, and it's just like, we're playing losing teams and we're getting our butts whooped. So we're not taking advantage of these opportunities. A couple years we missed the playoffs after going 6-3, 6-4, and then in 2021, it took us 4 good games in a row to get us into the playoffs. We got to take advantage of good opportunities. We got to. Good teams take advantage of really good opportunities, no matter who they play or what they do. If a backup's coming in, if a team is hurt coming in, they beat up on them. We have yet to do that. We have yet to do that. And I just hope that, going forward, we do that. Like I said, we're 5-5. We have a chance. After all the noise that we made, the bad noise that we made in the first 8 weeks, Josh Jacobs not running well. McDaniel's system fails. And, just the way we were doing, not scoring touchdowns, not putting up points. We're right in the thick of things. We're 5-5. We're the 9th seed. And, and we can make some noise.
A golden opportunity for the Raiders that they really, really need to take advantage of. And I expect our dogs, Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, to lead this group to a win. I mean, we haven't been in a situation like this in a long time, probably since that Charger game.
Yeah.
And even at that time, those games are different than this game, because this game is going to affect the outcome of the Raider franchise. Back then, we had their interim and Rich Bisaccia that most likely wasn't going to come back. He was a special teams coach, and we were just hot at the right time type of situation. Right now, we could really just be a good football team.
Yeah.
And we're going to find that out on Sunday, and I'm excited to see what product the Raiders come out with on the field, especially against a good opponent in the Dolphins, a playoff team for sure, and people are saying a Super Bowl contender with that offense they have. Let's see how this Raider team does.
Yeah, like I said, everyone's coming out and saying, they're not going to get the job done. That burst of energy is it's over. It's going to melt in the Miami sun. I think one reporter said that. I'm just excited to go out and shock the world. We did it in 2021. I'm ready to go do it again this year with a rookie quarterback, with the interim head coach that people had problems with, saying, oh, well, he doesn't know. He's just a linebacker coach or whatever. And them really being the future of this organization.
Let's go shock the world, Raider Nation. We'll see you guys for the game recap. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.